Hi, hello, welcome back to Patio Dreams. Today I will be sharing how to make this beautiful, pretty ice cream coffee mug with polymer clay. And I also have a disclaimer that this video is going to be little lengthy compared to my previous videos just because I have explained the step-by-step tutorial for this complete decorations. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for your patience. Now let's get started. We're gonna start with our supplies. You need a normal regular ceramic mug. You need some scrap clay, which is some scrap, or you don't need that clay anymore, some scrap polymer clay, and any yellow toned or beige color polymer clay. And you also need some white clay. Now we will start conditioning our scrap clay and shape that into a cone and place it on top of your mug. So you can now spread a little amount of TLS liquid, that is translucent liquid Sculpey or translucent liquid clay, on the mug so that will stay together. So here is how you're going to shape that into a cone. So just like this, you have to shape this into a cone. Now you need to condition your yellow or your beige color, whichever you have taken, that clay, condition it well and knead it flat. Now knead your polymer clay very well and make a thin sheet of your clay. Now it's time to add waffle texture to our sheet. For making this waffle texture, you could buy texture sheets or waffle cone molds, but I am using this coaster stand that has a grid pattern on it which gives a waffle texture. However, if you are planning to make this item for a number of times, or you want to make this multiple times, then I would suggest to go with a texture sheets or a waffle cone mold. But for me, this works better, and I cannot actually roll this. I am trying to get the impressions onto my clay, but I cannot really roll it because the legs are bulging out. That actually prevents me for putting my roller, but I'm trying to press it with my hands to get these impressions. And look at this, guys, I really got these patterns on this clay, which is amazing. And I got this patterns, but some patterns or some lines are not visible, so I'm trying to complete that lines with this this blade, and I'm happy with the texturing. So we are actually planning to cover the cone shape which we made earlier with the scrap clay with this waffle sheets. So I'm going to cut this sheet into two pieces, and I will be going to cover the scrap clay with this waffle sheet. So now I will be covering the entire cone shape with this waffle sheet from left to right, just like this, and I am trimming off any excess sheet with this knife and I will be pressing the edges firmly with any tools, and this is how I'm going to cover the cone shape with this waffle sheet without changing the shape. Now using your other half, cover your ice cream cone halfway through from the opposite side, so that will create a folded ice cream cone look. So you take a very small portion just to cover the halfway of your ice cream cone from the opposite side, just like this, and create a folded ice cream cone look. And trim off any extra portions from the top, sides and the bottom, and you just merge the sides to the ice cream cone using any pointed clay tools, just like this. And this is how you are going to create ice cream cone. So now I'm using this chalk pastels to give that ice cream cone color shade to my ice cream. So I'm mixing some orange chalk pastel with some brown chalk pastels for giving that color shade of a real ice cream cone. This is actually optional, you can completely neglect this step, but I have this pastel color, so I'm just trying to give that more realistic look. So as I said, I am making vanilla ice cream with some favorite toppings. For making this vanilla frosting, I am trying to use white color polymer clay, knead it well and roll it into a very long snake, which is not too thin, which has some thickness, which should have some thickness. So roll that into a very long snake. After making your long snake, you need to use your rolling pin to roll over your long snake just like this and make it flat like this. You just make it very flat using your rolling pin. And for creating the vanilla frosting look, you need to twist this long snake as you see in this video, like you do the spiral web or spiral rope. You just twist with your fingers to create this look. So twist this very gently and create this look. Now you're gonna take this long snake and place this on top of your ice cream cone and attach this with the help of TLS into a zigzag movement, and that is how you are going to create a vanilla frosting. And this is how we created this vanilla frosting look without using any mold. I hope you like this idea. Now we are going to make the decorations. So I was thinking about having very normal decorations like some berries. Then later I thought about we are already in the festival season. We are going to celebrate the Christmas. Then why don't I create something for the Christmas? Or maybe a Christmas themed ice cream. So I'm trying to make some Christmas candy canes for as a toppings, like red berries and Christmas canes. So that is how so these are the things I will be using as this ice cream toppings. But you can use whatever you like, but I just thought to stick to this Christmas theme as a kickstart for my Christmas clay creations. So let's start with the red berries. So you need a red color polymer clay. Roll it into a long snake and cut that into very small tubes like this, and roll the tubes into a ball. And using any needle tool or toothpicks, create the marks like this, like we used to make the blueberries. So create some marks as we see in the blueberries. Then, using a very small narrow straw, make a mark at the center just like this. So this is a very small straw, and make a mark with this straw on the center of your red berries. So that will create a more realistic look of red berries. Next, I will be making raspberries. So you can use the red color polymer clay, that same tube, but this time you need to knead it into a very narrow strip and make small tubes, very narrow and small tubes for making very small balls. And we are going to make the raspberries. So make very small and tiny balls, as many as you can. Now you need to take a paintbrush or a pen. So you're going to attach these tiny balls on the back or the back of your pen or paintbrush, and you need to attach this around the end of this pen or paintbrush. You can touch a little bit of TLS onto this paintbrush for attaching the tiny balls, and now start attaching these tiny balls around the paintbrush or the pen in a circular motion just like this. Now add some tiny scores with your needle tool to create this raspberry more realistic, just like this. Give some tiny strokes, and there you have it, your raspberries. Now very gently remove the raspberry out of your paintbrush, and this is going to be really pretty, and this is how you make your raspberries. So look at this It's a very tiny raspberry. So based on the size of your pen and paintbrush, the width or the size of the raspberries can change. So I have taken a very narrow paintbrush, so I got this narrow raspberry, but you can take wider brushes. So yeah, you can make very big raspberries. Now I'm going to make candy cane, or the Christmas candy cane. So yes, you need red color polymer clay, white and green. So I am going to make the traditional red and white candy cane. So start with a white clay sausage and arrange the red tubes around the white. The red tubes should be thinner than the white. And then you need to combine the rolls into one. And you're going to twist and roll until you get this candy cane pattern. And similarly, I have also made one green candy cane, which is pretty simple as the first one. Just add one green tube into that red and white one, and you twist and roll, you will get a green candy cane also. For adding little fun and color for our ice cream, I'm going to make a pink drip. So I have this small container which earlier I made red drip for another project. So it has some residue of red color. Into this I'm adding white color polymer clay and TLS. So this will mix together and it will going to get a very light pink drip to drizzle over my ice cream. You need to add TLS as much as you need it to achieve this liquid consistency. You can also add little white chalk pastels if needed. And this is how I did my drizzling portion. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording the initial portion, but which is same as you drizzle your cupcakes or your birthday cakes. Just pour the liquid clay over your ice cream wherever you like to get this drip or drizzle effect. Now we have come to the decorating portion. You can decorate the ice cream frosting with the decorations we have made. So you can use a little amount of TLS to stick those decorations onto this frosting. So I'm going to add my red berries, and I will be adding the raspberries. So I'm using this green candy cane for making these sprinkles, just cutting it into small pieces, and I'm going to sprinkle this over my frosting, or I am just placing it over my frosting just like this. You can add little amount of TLS. So just like this. So also add those red canes onto this cup the way you like. This is how I added my red cane. Finally, sprinkle some red and green tiny balls all over your ice cream. Ta-da! Look how beautiful it is. Really, I am obsessed with this. Now it's time to bake our polymer clay mug. And here it is. This is perfectly baked and cured. So everything is sticking together. Nothing is falling off. Everything is hard and secured. So we have used the TLS. That is what it's binding together all the pieces. Nothing is falling off. I hope this is going to be a unique gift idea in this holiday season. Also, this is going to be a great addition to your home decor. If you enjoyed today's video, leave it a big thumbs up. That really helps me a lot. And comment down below your valuable suggestions and feedbacks.
subscribe so I can catch you in next video. I love you guys. Toodles.